3121 RL Montana. This is just kind of I'll go over a few things with you. You got the flex pin roto hitch, so this will get rid of a lot of the chucking that you get when you travel down the road. There's your battery inside there. That reservoir is hydraulic fluid. That's for the 6-point auto level, and it also works on the slide out rooms. Battery disconnect. There's an outside shower. They give you a hose that goes with it. There's your 50 amp cord. You'll have all the adapters that run with it. So if you don't have 50 available, you can knock it down to 30 amp. You can run everything off 30 amp if you need to. I can tell you a little bit about the camper. I can tell you build date. That's the day it was built. Model number, VIN number, tire size, air pressure, all that kind of stuff will be there. Here's some instructions for your level up system. And I'll run over that with you. Okay, so you turn it on. If you hit front, it raises it. If you turn retract on and hit front, it lowers it. And pretty much all you do if you want to level it, once the truck's unhooked, you just hit auto level. It levels it front to back, side to side. That's automatic, and that just takes a few minutes. So the front will adjust itself. Once that's done, then the back legs will drop down and do the same. Okay, since the slide outs are all ran off one button, the door side and the opposite door, they have isolation valves. So if you do not want the door slide to move, you shut this valve off, and just the opposite door slide will move. And then same with the door slide. The bedroom slide has its own button. Just like the jacks are down. Two 30-pound propane tanks. These are both full and ready to go. And how this works is this will point to the tank that you run off initially. When that empties, it'll turn from green to red and switch over automatically. Okay, this is your main hookups. That blue hose we looked at earlier hooks up there. City water is right below it, so you hook your hose, you run off the pressure from the city water. If you want to fill the tank, you can turn this to fill. Otherwise, city water, you turn it to normal flow and it runs off the pressure from the hose. You can winterize from here, so you can hook a hose up, bypass the water heater, turn it to winterize, and then what you'll do is siphon right through this connection using your water pump. There's your battery disconnect. There's low point drains. You got your black and gray gate valve. So pull the black first, dump it. Once it's dumped, you'll hook a hose up and you can flush that tank out. It'll keep everything clean. Inverter, that's for the refrigerator because you have a residential refrigerator. So that inverts DC to AC. Crank for the spare tire. There's a vacuum in here so you can vacuum outside. There's also a connection. You can vacuum inside. There's your 50 to 30 amp adapter, and then there's one for plugging into 15 amp. Sewer hose. Water heater runs off gas or electric. That's your vent for your fresh tank, so if you're filling it, it'll push the air out. Vacuum. You can plug your hose into the top one, or you can lift the bottom one on it. It turns on automatically once you do that. Fridge. Fireplace runs off electricity. You got your sound system back there, DVD, Bluetooth. Keys are going to be on the faucet when you get it. This is for your heating and cooling. So all you do really is do fan, cool, and then heat. This is the exhaust fan in the kitchen. Push the button, it'll open automatically. If it rains, it'll close. Also, it will not close if you run down the road with it, but if it does rain, you forget, it'll close. Most of your controls are in here. It's for the light above the island. There's your fresh tank, your battery, black, no black 2, gray 1 and gray 2. So that'll tell you how full your tanks are. There's your awning buttons. Tanks are heated, so if you get in cold weather, you can turn those on. And then you got a bunch of your lights down here. This is for the 2 slides in the rear. This is for the bedroom slide. All your breakers and fuses are going to be in that breaker box. And the control for, this is for the front AC. So that's what that'll control. There's your chairs for the front. These lights are motion detector lights. You can have it on, off, or motion. So it's a 3-way light switch. Storage under the bed. That sofa in the rear is a trifold, so that'll change into a bed. Hope this video helps you a little bit. Of course, if you have any questions, feel free to give me a call.